Welcome back to WWTA News. Thank you for returning for another episode. We have news to get into, articles to read, and yeah, let's jump right in. All right, Stellar for asset issuance. Tokenized real world value on the network built for asset issuance. Tokenized real world value on the network built for asset issuance. With Stellar, you can easily create, issue, and manage digital representations of fiat and real-world assets. Tokenized value from CBDCs, stablecoins, securities, and more. And leverage Stellar's built-in customizable features and compliance tools to help meet your organization's use case and standards. I don't know if there's anything I should say here other than that's what Stellar Lumens is doing. That's what Stellar Lumens is doing. I guess you all understand what that means, right? That's what Stellar's doing. They're taking assets and bringing them on the blockchain by turning them into tokens so that they can move on the blockchain, right? I think we've had this conversation before. You start talking about debt contracts, you start talking about stocks, anything you can think of. Once you can tokenize it and put it on the blockchain, its value and information on the blockchain, it's a done deal. Stellar's doing that. All right. Next one. After BRICS, 10 ASEAN countries ditch the U.S. dollar and expect this to continue. I really am under the impression, based on what's happening, they're not saying it, but it just feels to me like because people are backing away from the dollar is losing its value dramatically, and we're probably unable to purchase goods from other nations at this point, because who wants to deal in the dollar? They probably want us to pay them. Not probably. They want us to pay them in real assets other than a debt-backed currency, right? A slave currency. We got slaves on the plantation that are going to go to work every day to pay this debt, this IOU. So, of course, we can give you these IOUs because our slaves are going to work till the debt is paid, right? Right? All right, so it says, BRICS is not the only group of countries that are looking to end reliance on the U.S. dollar in 2023. Let's get that one more time. BRICS is not the only group of countries that are looking to end reliance on the United States dollar in 2023. That's right, you heard it, 2023. A new bloc of ASEAN countries has come forward and agreed to ditch the dollar for global trade. The ASEAN alliance is looking to promote their native currencies for cross-border transactions by sidelining the United States dollar. The leaders of 10 Southeast nations recently signed a declaration to stop using the United States dollar for international trade and aim to promote their local currencies instead. This is major news, and maybe it didn't ring any bells. It should have been like one of those moments where you say, it's not a game, it's really happening. Yes, let's do this one more time. BRICS is not the only group of countries that are looking to end reliance on the United States dollar in the year 2023. A new bloc of ASEAN countries has come forward and agreed. They have agreed to ditch the dollar for their global trade, right? We're not going to use that dollar anymore. The ASEAN alliance is looking to promote their native currencies for cross-border transactions. Why use your money when we can use ours? They're sidelining the United States dollar. We're just not going to use yours. We don't care. What are you going to do? Blow us all up? Try it, right? Are you guys catching what's happening here? The leaders of 10 Southeast nations recently signed a declaration to stop using the U.S. dollar. They signed a declaration. I declare war. You guys remember that game? Well, right? Declaration of Independence. Oh, well, we're saying we don't care what you're doing, but this is what we're doing. And we're signing this document stating that we're declaring, yeah, we're just not going to use the United States dollar anymore for international trade. We're not going to use it. And they're promoting their local currency. Well, we're going to use ours. Why do we need to use the United States dollar, right? Why do we need to use their money? We've got our own. Theirs is backed by debt anyway, right? How about we get something backed by something tangible, right? That we can go collect. You see what I'm saying? This is major news. ASEAN is a bloc of 10 countries that compromise Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Is this why, China was having that situation over there and Thailand and everything else? And is this what was really going on? They were really about to, well, you got to remember, China is part of BRICS, right? So everybody's stepping out, right? So is this why maybe the United States was trying to get over there and interact? No, don't stop using the US dollar. No, we don't want to use it anymore. Come on, don't stop. Let's get over there, guys. Therefore, after BRICS, it is the ASEAN bloc of countries that is looking to follow suit. So they're doing the same thing. They're following right behind BRICS, and they're just going to separate and segregate themselves from the United States. It was coming. It took some time for this to happen, but I mean, you all got to see it was coming. This isn't, wow. Wow. The 10 nations have jointly accepted to reduce United States dollar payments and increase global settlement in native currencies. Moreover, international trade will be settled within the existing bloc of 10 countries and not with other nations out of the ASEAN alliance. The move will bolster the power of ASEAN nations' local currencies and lead the United States dollar into a gradual decline. The value is going to be garbage, okay? The United States is going to fall into a bad spot because all the nations are stepping away. This is unbelievable. This is one of the few steps taken by developing Eastern nations to take on the dollar. Also, if the momentum continues, many other developing could join together to end the United States dollar dominance. Listen. This isn't play, and this isn't make-believe. This is what's going on with the other countries. Why everything that we see on TV, all the drama, all the little cute, insignificant stuff happening on social media, this is the main event. This is going to utterly bring the United States to a bad place. This can make the United States a third world. All that wonderful life that everybody's living under a rock, not paying attention to what's going on in other countries. I mean, wow. Wow. This is crazy. All right. Hinman emails reveal XRP doesn't satisfy Howie's security test. A couple of days ago, the controversial emails from former SEC Director William Hinman have been ruled to be appropriate to be revealed in court to be used as evidence. This was enough to cause XRP supporters and investors to rejoice. Yet a couple of minutes ago, crypto lawyer John Deaton found out Exhibit 220, which could potentially become the game winner for Ripple. According to the evidence, there are reasonable grounds to conclude that XRP doesn't qualify as a security. Specifically, the footnote wrote, there are reasonable grounds to conclude that XRP does not satisfy all elements of the Howie analysis and is therefore not a security for purposes of the federal securities laws. Others seem to have picked up the information as well, saying that the SEC has shot itself in the foot. Well, I don't know about all that, but yeah. Moving along. Franklin Templeton announces the Franklin on-chain U.S. government money fund surpasses $270 million in assets under management. San Mateo, California, April 21st, 2023. Franklin Templeton today announces the Franklin On-Chain U.S. Government Money Fund, FOBXX. The fund has surpassed $270 million in assets under management as of March 31st, 2021. The fund's transfer agent maintains the official record of share ownership via a proprietary blockchain integrated system that utilizes the Stellar blockchain network for transaction activity. The fund is the first U.S. registered fund to use a public blockchain to process transactions and record share ownership, and is available via the Benji Investments app. That's an app, Benji Investments app. You can get basically shares of this government money fund. Wow. And it's using Stellar's protocols. Oh my God. Listen, you don't have to believe it. It's just what it is. There's an app. Go look the app up. Benji Investments app. Okay. We're reading this, and this is what they're saying. All right. This is assets being tokenized and brought onto the blockchain. Wow. Unbelievable. Stellar is built and optimized for asset tokenization, and the Franklin On-Chain U.S. Government Money Fund exemplifies the blockchain's usability, said Danielle Dixon, CEO and Executive Director of the Stellar Development Foundation. Stellar is evolving traditional financial products and processes, making markets more accessible and empowering more people. That's right, because now you can get a hold of this money fund share via blockchain using Stellar, or a offshoot from Stellar's protocol, on this app called Benji Investments app. Come on. Oh my God. It's a wild place. The things that are happening that we're living to see. We're seeing it right now. Franklin On-Chain U.S. Government Money Fund offers a competitive yield. The fund is regulated 1940 Act fund that invests at least 99.5% of its total assets in government securities, cash, and repurchase agreements collateralized fully by government securities or cash. The fund's investment goal is to provide investors with as high a level of current income as is consistent with the preservation of shareholders' capital and liquidity, and aims to maintain a stable $1 share price, right? Check it out. All right, so of course nobody wants to deal in the dollar, right? So that means those dollars, which are bonds, they're basically contracts, IOU notes, that have to be cleared, right? So we're talking about the United States debt here, and nobody really wants to hold the bonds and shares of all this. They don't want to hold it no more. They're like, the United States is going in a bad spot. So this makes sense why Gary Gensler was saying last year or the year before that, if you're an investor, you should be investing in short-term bonds, U.S. government bonds, right? What is he saying? We should be investing in our own debt. Right now, we're going to have to bail ourselves out by investing in our debt and hoping that we pay our debts off so that we get paid for investing in our debts. That's just crazy, but that's what other nations were doing. So now that other nations don't want to do it, we have to do it in-house. I know that sounds complicated in so many ways. It probably does. But if I think I understand this correctly, let's go again and try to understand this. Usually other countries would buy bonds, right? Stocks and bonds and debt bonds essentially off this country, right? And ETFs and other forms that, however that works, that's what they would buy, and they would hold that until the value was paid back, I guess, with interest, and say blah, say blah. So other countries were holding those bonds. Now they're selling them off. They don't want to do with them. They don't even want to do with the United States dollar. So where does that leave the debt of the United States at $31 trillion? It leaves it sitting in a corner by itself, and now we're going to be responsible and have to take care of it ourselves. So is this a good look for those who want to invest? Well, people in the United States are still using the dollar. They're still buying homes. They're still buying vehicles. They're still going out and shopping. They're still going out and eating. They're using credit cards. They're doing all types of things. And yes, they're not going to escape it. They're going to have to continue to make their payments. And so it could be a good thing to be investing in United States debt if you believe that United States citizens are going to continue to pay for it. So I don't know. That's flipping a quarter. You guys tell me. I don't know. Y'all get in the comments. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think it's a good look to be investing in this stuff, or is it like, let's do something else? I don't know. It goes on to say, Orange share of the Franklin On-Chain U.S. Government Money Fund is represented by one Benji token. Token holders can gain exposure to the fund in digital wallets through the Benji Investments app, available in mobile app stores. Stellar Development Foundation continues to recognize the functions and potential applications for these tokens in the digital ecosystem. I have not checked this out yet. I've been busy, but I will be pulling that app up and investigating, because investing is something that I'm all about. I'm all about investments. So I'll be checking that out. Maybe you guys will check it out. I don't know. If you're going to check it out, let me know in the comments and what you think after you checked it out, because I'm going to check it out and I'll probably make another video talking about it. So let's move along. Oh wow, Franklin Resources Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange. BEN is a global investment management organization with subsidiaries operating as Franklin Templeton and serving clients in over 155 countries. Franklin Templeton's mission is to help clients achieve better outcomes through investment management expertise, wealth management, and technology solutions. Through its specialist investment managers, the company offers boutique specialization on a global scale, bringing extensive capabilities in equity, fixed income, multi-asset solutions, and alternatives. With offices in more than 30 countries and approximately 1,300 investment professionals, the California-based company has 75 years of investment experience and approximately $1.4 trillion in assets under management as of March 31st, 2023. So look, that's just how the company stands. You can now take part of this by using the Benji app. I'm going to check it out and figure out what's going on with that. Wow, that's still major. It's a lot of major news. It's a lot of news to absorb. Y'all absorbing all this information? All right. Ripple and Fubon Bank to showcase real estate asset tokenization. Use case as part of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's inaugural HKD pilot program. Ripple, the leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, announced today that it has been selected to showcase a real estate asset tokenization solution as part of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's HKMA inaugural HKD pilot program. The HKMA has adopted a three-rail approach to prepare for the possible rollouts of the I guess it means electronic Hong Kong dollar, as a leading provider offering real-world asset tokenization capabilities. Ripple, alongside its partners, Fubon Bank, a wholly owned subsidiary of Fubon Financial Holdings company, one of the largest financial holding companies in Taiwan, will demonstrate its use case under the EHKD pilot program, which will focus on real estate asset tokenization and equity release. Leveraging the EHKD pilot program will see a series of pilots conducted with various industry players to gain in-depth research and application, implementation, and design issues related. Wow. So, yeah, over in Hong Kong, I guess this is what this is, or excuse me, Taiwan. Where is this? Where is this? Where is this again? One of the largest finance companies in Taiwan. It's in Taiwan is where the company is, but what is this? Hong Kong, maybe? I don't know. Either way, they're using Ripple's, probably Ripple's network, and they're basically bringing more assets onto the blockchain. So we're seeing it with Stellar Lumens. We're seeing it with XRP. You know, come on, you know this was coming. You all knew this was coming. And before anybody tries to scare you out of this, just what do you see here? You know what I'm saying? Either you believe this is what the countries are doing or you don't, right? All right, it says, with real-world asset tokenization predicted to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry by 2030, tokenizing commodities such as real estate is gaining traction within the financial services and government sectors as a core use case. Ripple's innovative use case combining the EHKD tokenized real estate and lending protocols will run on a private and secure ledger built with the same technology as the XRP ledger. The XRPL is an open source, energy efficient, and decentralized blockchain that has been continuously operating for over 10 years. For most people, their home becomes one of the main assets in their total wealth portfolio, with the possibility of increasing in value over time. However, unlocking this increase in equity has considerable friction. The process can be costly, lengthy, and cumbersome. By leveraging the power of blockchain technologies such as the XRPL and Ripple central bank digital currency platform, Hong Kong citizens can experience the release of equity faster and more efficiently. Commercial banks can also expect to benefit from higher velocity of loan throughput and more flexible payments. Unbelievable. Can we get a round of applause there? I know you guys are sitting there listening to this. Go ahead and give it a round of applause. Give it a round of applause. Do y'all see what's happening? Can you all see what's happening? It's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. If you're not in the space, it is what it is. If you in the space, it's a wrap. Y'all see what's going on. It's a done deal. The Asia Pacific region has many forward-looking regulators such as the HKMA who are looking to leverage the capabilities of blockchain technology. It's a huge honor for Ripple to be one of the select few organizations participating in the HKMA's EHKD pilot program. We now have the opportunity to demonstrate how real estate asset tokenization could be brought to the citizens of Hong Kong, and are confident that our fully integrated solution will be an industry-first use case demonstrating the power of leveraging a central bank digital currency for real estate equity asset release, says James Wallace, Ripple's Vice President and Central Bank Engagement and CBDCs. I don't even want to do no more. I don't even want to do no more news articles. This was too much right here. This was a lot. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to think about all these stories that you just heard, because you're probably riding down the road listening to this. But I want you to think about all these and just ask yourself. Now, it's been dead and quiet in the crypto space, right? For a long time. It's been quiet. But while it's been quiet, this is what other nations and countries have been doing. Okay, this is what they've been doing. So we still got some time to go. You haven't seen numbers explode yet. I haven't seen numbers explode yet, but we still got some time to go. And this right here, this is buttery goodness right here. This is all goodness right here. And this makes you say to yourself, is this what I got involved in? I know people out there trying to scare you, telling you that they're going to make cryptos illegal and they're going to throw you in jail for having all this crazy mumbo jumbo. I heard that stuff too. But if that's the case, what are these countries doing? What are these countries doing? They're using this technology. They're using these assets. Who is worried about the United States? Think about that. I'm going to close it there. That's interesting. That's a lot of stuff. Please put your comments down below. Let me know how you all feel about the stuff that you just heard today. This is amazing. I'll catch you all in the next episode.